See what the music is, because it's always a surprise. You
See how you get a rock with tempo? Yeah.
What's the vibe for today going to be? Always good. Yeah. Good afternoon, everybody, and thanks for joining us for What You Need to Know on this Baby Friday.
It is Baby Friday, and it's good to be with you, the Queen and America's favorite doctor. Good to see you guys.
And the King.
Okay, I'll take it. Okay.
Yeah, because we need to give you some flowers today. We have some really good news. DeMarco was just named the Route 100 list. This is kind of a big deal, DeMarco. You're on the list with Coco Gauff, John Batiste, Simone Biles, Beyonce. I mean,
number 55, but number one in our minds.
Thank you. I knew nothing about this until Brooks came into the office. He's the publicity director here at ABC News. He came into my dressing room yesterday and he said, "You're getting honored by the Root." And I was like, "Oh, wow." So this is really incredible.
You know that,
this is huge.
That other people like Coco Gauff are saying, "Oh my God, DeMarco Morgan is on this list."
I wish. I'll take that, but I'm so honored. Angela Bassett is on the list. Diddy is on the list as well, so it's pretty cool. And I'm honored and humbled for this.
You are also on the list.
Oh, thank you guys.
Yeah. Looking at health headlines, Dr. Chad, the March of Dimes just released their annual report card on the state of maternal health care in this country, and it's not really that pretty to look at. Talk us through this.
We did not do well. Let's go through what you need to know on the latest maternal mortality. Is a national embarrassment. We have to do better, and we have been watching these numbers and this troubling trend for quite some time. Compared to other modernized countries, we are doing horribly.
So as an OBGYN, what can doctors do to change these stats?
You know, it's complicated. So I think obstetricians, midwives, yes, we need better systems. We need the so-called fourth trimester after birth, not to unplug from care of that woman. And you guys, only about 49%, according to ACOG, of counties in this country have a licensed and trained obstetrician to take care of these women.
Wow.
That's a problem. So we have a lot of work to do.
It's just kind of confusing because with all the advancements in medicine, why is this now an issue?
That's right. And in a lot of circles in public health and science and medicine, we assess countries on how well they take care of women and babies, and we are not doing well.
You said it, and I'll say it again. We got to do better.
Yeah,
we
absolutely.
Got to do better. To do something like that.
In my mind,
Almost
I'm trying to be a big golfer, but that would only happen with me by complete accident.
Oh, that's
I feel like we're going to see that in a commercial. Maybe there's some sponsors coming his way.
It may happen. I think you're on to something, Eva. Em, thank you.
And there is much more ahead here on GMA3 on this Thursday. All
right, we are back now with Dr. Tanner. Let's talk about a new study that's taking a look at water-based HIIT as in high-intensity interval training and how it's just as effective as a land-based HIIT.
Even in some cases more effective. So this was an interesting study, a compilation of looking at data on many other studies just published in British Medical Journal, Open Sport and Exercise Medicine. It's a tongue twister, but they compared high-intensity interval exercise aquatic, high-intensity interval exercise land-based, and they actually found that the water-based exercise led to better improvement in what we call VO2 max, which is the objective way that we measure someone's exercise capacity in an aerobic sense. Now, we were talking about this before. You just learned to swim, which we are so proud of you for. Even I have done.
I'll let you guys do it.
So just get ready.
We're trying to convince DeMarco here to do a sprint triathlon.
Yeah.
Been swimming for 3 weeks, and now you guys want me to do a triathlon.
Well, we're going to build up slowly, but I will tell you, we've done triathlons. We were talking, little ones, by the way. We were talking that nothing gets you into shape like swimming. And so even if you're just learning, if you're listening, and you have a community pool or an outdoor pool and the weather permits, swimming for 20 minutes versus running for 20 minutes, I think that any competitive athlete, anyone who's done it will tell you the swimming.
It's also easier on your joints as you get older. Not that we're old.
Not as good for the bone density as weight-bearing exercise, but in terms of cardiovascular, total body, there's nothing as hard as swimming. You can do it.
I accept the challenge. A baby triathlon.
Yeah,
triathlon.
A little tiny one.
Well, you heard it here first. You heard it here first.
There you go.
Back in a moment. Stay with us.
Be there too.
Yeah, she just broke the news to me this morning.
Well, Kat just broke it to me, our executive producer.
All right, let me start looking for my tux
That is
right
exciting.
now.
Yes.
That is so exciting.
You just broke the news to me too. I didn't know.
Look at me breaking all this news.
She's in. She is in here. Well, Dr. Jen, let's take a look at some of the medical questions that are coming in from our viewers. And here's one. Could my antidepressant medication be causing my weight gain? And if so, what can I do about it?
Absolutely. The short answer is yes, but this is part of a class of medications known as obesogenic medications. So they include antihistamines, antidepressants, beta blockers, certain types of hormones. There's a long list of medications that are really important and safe and effective for treating other things. But one of the known side effects is weight gain. That doesn't mean you shouldn't take that medication, and especially when you're talking about an antidepressant, you know, it's about balancing the side effects with the good results and speaking to ideally the psychiatrist who prescribed the antidepressant, because they know the side effect profiles better than anyone. Then again, regardless of what other medication you're on that may come along with a side effect of weight gain, it doesn't mean you don't take that medication. It just means you have to be a little more strategic, if you will.
That's good to keep in mind.
Yeah, for sure.
Your prescription for wellness.
Okay, well, staying on the weight theme, as we're looking down the road at the big Thanksgiving holiday, so many people concerned about overeating. So some tips. Number one, stay well hydrated, because you can actually be thirsty and then see that as a hunger cue and eat more. Choosing foods that are high in protein and fiber as pre-dinner snacks. So again, you're filled up with kind of good, clean fuel. Eating slowly, this is a big one for me. Chew your food, recognize the feeling of fullness. It can take 20 minutes to get those signals from the stretch receptors in your stomach to your brain.
And folks, hit us up on Instagram. We'd love to hear from you with all of your medical questions for Dr. Jan at ABCGMA3. All right, turn it now to ABC News contributor Roxy Diaz, who has a special announcement for our viewers as we head into Thanksgiving. Roxy, good to see you.